Hostiles on the far bridge. Heads down!
Martin, there's a TV show that I really, really like called Ultimate Force, right? And it's a bad TV show. It's utterly humorless and takes itself way too seriously. But eventually I got to the stage where I found that really amusing. I feel like the only way I'm going to care about Devil's Third if it also manages to achieve that, because it doesn't look very good.
Yeah, so there's always a debate about if something's so good it's bad. I can definitely, so bad it's good even.
Yeah.
I can categorically state that Devil's Third is bad. That is a fact. That's out there. I've spent like 50 hours playing it. That's indisputable. Devil's Third is bad. Mm-hmm. At the moment, I'm on the fence as to whether Devil's Third is so bad it's good. And the more I play it, the more I kind of think, hang on, this is ropey as hell. It fundamentally doesn't work on various different levels. It's quite offensive in places. It's incredibly stupid, like heroically stupid. And quite a lot of the time it isn't even that much fun. Yet I keep on finding myself being drawn back to it, not just for the purposes of playing it for the site or anything, just because it's got a kind of crazy mental charm to it. So, yeah, it is definitely bad. I'm still on the fence to whether it's so bad it's good though.
Okay, fair enough. So I'm surprised to see this. So this is a Wii U exclusive, and it's not what I think of when you say those words. Like, Wii U exclusive, I imagine something that looks maybe a little more inventive, something that perhaps makes good use of the gamepad. I can't, from watching this gameplay here, I don't know how that would even happen.
I think it needs to be on the Wii U in order to to be alive. It's got a really weird history, Devil's Third. I'm not sure if you were born in 2010. Back then, THQ basically announced a deal with Itagaki, who was famous at the time for doing Ninja Gaiden series, which was
sure. Used to lead Team Ninja.
Yeah. And then they formed a new studio, Valhalla Rising or Valhalla Knights, and together they were making a new exciting game called Devil's Third, which Danny Bilson, head of THQ at the time, was very excited about. It was going to be a new hybrid of action and shooting. There was loads of excitement around it. It was going to be amazing, spectacular, and then it all kind of went quiet. You didn't hear much about it for a long time, and then THQ went under, and Devil's Third was kind of in limbo for a while, and Nintendo picked it up and saved it. In between that time, though, I think it's had 4 different game engines it's been on, and it's been various troubles throughout its development.
Right. Okay.
And this definitely doesn't feel like the result of 5 years worth of work, basically. And it's very strange Nintendo have got involved in it as well. It's not like the first mature-ish game, I guess, you've had, because obviously Bayonetta 2 was famously Wii U exclusive.
I feel like Bayonetta 2 has that inventive kind of appeal that I expect from Wii U exclusives, whereas this just looks like a game I would have played back in 2008. I don't know how this still exists. It's
weird, isn't it? Because it feels like its concept would have made sense. It's a mix between shooting and action games. So it's like Ninja Gaiden meets Call of Duty, basically, but like the old Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare era Call of Duty, which would have made sense then, and I could understand why.
That might have been enough to at least sound interesting.
It would have been enough to get executives to open their checkbooks, basically, back then, when Itagaki comes to you fresh from the awesome Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 and says...
Yeah, sure, and this is the first game he himself has made since then, right? Since leaving Temco, was that right?
Yeah, it's his first project since then. And it's just been this weird limbo ever since. But yeah, it's one of those games as well where I think the story behind the development may well be more interesting than the game itself as well.
Right.
Because the end result, and this is what the gameplay you're seeing, everything, what we're playing, is final retail build. This isn't debug. This isn't early preview code. This is what's coming out at the end of August. It's just obviously it feels like it's been rushed together in about a year or something. I don't know what Nintendo's role in it is. Interestingly though, there's been some confusion as to whether this game's going to come out or not in America.
Yeah, America specifically. So in Europe, the release date is the 28th of August.
That sounds about right, yeah.
America, it sounds like at one point there was a rumor that it just wasn't going to be released over there, and then maybe that Nintendo were distancing themselves from it as the publisher and all sorts. Is there any confirmation as to whether it is going to make it out there?
Nothing yet. There's just lots of vague words from Nintendo of America.
Do you think anyone cares?
I don't know, because I think people are just keen to play stuff on Wii U. I could totally understand why Nintendo would want to distance themselves from it, and part of me is surprised Nintendo got themselves involved in it anyway at some point. I kind of wonder what Itagaki had on Nintendo to be able to get them to pick up the game.
And yeah, of course, this isn't the final review of the game. This is what have you actually been able to play with the preview version?
So I played the single player. I played most of the campaign, which is interesting in itself. One of the most interesting things about it is the fact that you can see how bad it looks visually, but it also just performs so shoddily. Like the frame rate's all over the place. If there's input lag, you basically can't control first-person sections because it's just really just jagging all over the place.
Jeez, it doesn't look like there should be any problems at all. I know whatever people have to say about the Wii U and its performance power, this doesn't look like it should be too much of a challenge.
Oh yeah, it's PS2 era graphics, it feels like, but without the kind of PS2 era performance. And it's weird coming from Itagaki and his studio because you kind of associate him with Ninja Gaiden, and that's like super crisp controls. They're completely absent here. But yes, I've played the single player mode and the multiplayer mode, which I think might be the focus of this game, seeing as that's how they first re-revealed it. That's obviously not live yet. Whether that's going to kind of save Devil's Third or not remains to be seen. I'm doubtful.
So that'll be I guess that will be what we'll wait for with the review. But from the sounds of it, you've got a fairly good feel for,
I've got a fairly good handle
where you're at with Devil's Third.
Yeah, but I'm still on the fence as to whether it's so bad it's good. This could be the next Rogue Warrior, basically, which I think was a classic of its time. And there may be, who knows, there may be a Mickey Rourke rap waiting for us after the end credits as well to make it all right.
What a weird game. Thanks for talking about it a little bit, man.
Thank you very much.
We'll see the review soon.
Cheers.
The one with Saad's secret lab?
Infrared imaging shows an underground facility beneath the building. I'll drill you a hole straight to it.
Wait, we're
Take
danger
cover.
close.
3 seconds to
Shit!
impact.
Heads down! Not too bad.
Most of the new footage is based around one mission from the game undertaken in a variety of different ways. Snake is charged with either assassinating or capturing a certain commander from an enemy camp, and he can approach on horseback, be dropped in by helicopter, drive to the camp, or slide in on his cardboard box.